Hi, I'm Marlene and I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on fragrances that have the notes of rose and vanilla. Before I get started, I want to say hello and welcome to all the new and existing subscribers. And don't forget to subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Like, share, leave a comment. Okay, so before I get started, I thought about changing what I initially was going to do with the rose and the vanilla and change it to vanilla and patchouli since there's all this hype around Kayali's Vanilla Royale. But when I looked through what I already had set up, I would say half or over half of the fragrances I picked out have vanilla, rose, and patchouli. So I'm going to keep it the way it is. If you guys want to see a video with just vanilla and patchouli or how prevalent it is, because my collection is not, well, it's big, but it's not that big in comparison to all of the fragrances that are out there. And I would say I have a significant amount of fragrances that have vanilla and patchouli. Vanilla may not be the overriding prominent note in that fragrance, but there's a lot of fragrances that have that combination. So I'm going to continue with what I originally planned, which was rose and vanilla. Okay, so I'm going to start off with an oldie but goodie. This one has been coming out to play lately because I've been doing more fall scents. And another thing, I kind of kept this to more scents that you can wear during this weather. So some of the ones that are more on the summery side or warm weather side, I didn't put them in this video. These are all scents that can be worn during this season. So I have and I'm not going to talk about all the notes. I'm going to give you some of the notes. So if you know Mugler Angel EDP, this is the original. If you know this fragrance, you know that it's very strong with the patchouli. It's a heavy hitting fragrance. It is one just for this time of season. You're either on one side or the other. You either like it or hate it. I don't know many people that just think it's okay. Um, this fragrance is still relevant today. Men seem to love this fragrance, even though women might say, I don't like it. It's too patchouli heavy. It doesn't smell good. It's not sweet. It's not a gourmand. Whatever your nose is about it, there's a lot of yeses. I would say this is one of the first, I wouldn't say the first, but one of the fragrances that came out that had a strong, sweet smell. Because this is slightly gourmand. It's very sweet, even though it's patchouli heavy. Some of the sweet notes, it starts off with cotton candy, cassis, melon, pineapple, mandarin. So it has lots of fruits. Honey, red berries, blackberry, plum, peach, apricot. Lots of fruits. Then you got a little jasmine. So that's making it a little bit sexy. Orchid, nutmeg. You have the rose, because that's what we're talking about. The rose and vanilla fragrances. Then you have patchouli, chocolate, caramel, vanilla, tonka bean. These are all sweet notes. The main accord is sweet. Very sweet. It is patchouli heavy, but you're getting the fruity, the caramel, the vanilla, honey, chocolate. This is a beautiful fragrance to me. I love it. I love heavy hitter fragrances. Um, it's a bit spicy. This is what I like. This came out in 1992, And to me, it's still relevant today. I have lots of flankers by Angel. Um, but surprisingly, none of the Angels that I have vanilla and rose in the fragrance. But anyway, this is Angel um, Mugler Angel EDP. So next, I have another one that's very popular. Flower Bomb. Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. This came out in 2005. So this has been out for a long time. Still very relevant today. Has lots of flankers. The flanker I have does not have the rose and vanilla combination. But this is another sweet fragrance. For some people, it's very patchouli heavy. And maybe that's why I like it, because I like patchouli type fragrances. I like those heavy hitter type fragrances. So this one, it has more of a combination of flowers, even though it is sweet. So you're getting a little bit of bergamot and osmanthus, but you're getting the orchid, jasmine, rose, freesia, African orange flower, and then you're getting that patchouli. Not patchouli, but you're getting the vanilla. You're getting patchouli, but you're also getting that vanilla. So you're getting the rose and the vanilla. So that was what we're supposed to be talking about. I'm getting off topic. This is just a beautiful fragrance to me. I get the orange in it. I get that sweetness from the vanilla and the rose. Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb EDP, the original. Y'all can tell I had this for a while. My juice has changed. It's gotten dark. Okay, so next, fairly new one to my collection. Choco Musk. This is Al Rehab Choco Musk. It's going to make me sneeze. I keep doing that because it keeps making me sneeze. I get the chocolate and the sweetness and all of that and the vanilla. But Rose is playing a more quiet part in this scent. This has more of the sweetness. It's more of the vanilla, not so much the rose. I guess the same could be said with that Mugler Angel also. But the notes, or some of the notes in Choco Musk, starts off with vanilla and the chocolate. So it's a very sweet fragrance. Amber is not till the end. So you're getting that vanilla and the chocolate and the sweet, the musk, the cacao, and you're getting the amber. So this is just a very vanilla, prominent fragrance. And the rose is playing more of a supporting role for all of that sweetness. And Choco Musk, took me a while to try to find out when this came out. This came out in 2013, or at least that's when people started talking about it, was in 2013. So it's been out for a good amount of time also. Now we have Shag Off Oud. This is one of the ones that want to make me sneeze too. It's very rose prominent, and the sweetness is coming from the vanilla because it's not very many notes in this. It's just rose, vanilla, praline, and oud. And vanilla. Did I say vanilla? Yes. Oh, the saffron. So that's what's giving it a little bit of spiciness. But Very prominent with the vanilla, very prominent with the rose. The Shagnoff Oud. It came out in 2016, and it has a very short note list, fragrance note list. Like I said, it has the saffron, the oud, rose, praline, vanilla. So that is Shagnoff Oud by Swiss Arabian. Oh, another thing I forgot to say. A lot of the fragrances that I have here, they're from the same house. But more so, I have flankers of the same fragrance. So these are the single ones I'm doing right now. But it seems like when you get into the flankers, you get a lot of the same notes being repeated because that's what's keeping it as a flanker. So next I have Mancera Instant Crush. This is a fairly new one to my collection also. Well, I've had it for some months now. Very pretty fragrance. It's a bit spicy. You're getting that spicy vanilla fragrance. It's slightly sweet. It's more spicy than sweet. But it's a very nice fragrance. This fragrance came out in 2019. So you have, at the beginning, you got the saffron and the ginger, and you have a few fruits with the mandarin and the bergamot. And then you're getting into those deeper rose. You got, the deeper scents. You got the amberwood and praline. Oh my goodness. Patchouli leaf. You get Moroccan rose, jasmine, Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, oak moss. So this is a warm, spicy fragrance with the woodiness because you're getting all of those notes. But the vanilla helps to keep it sweet. And the saffron keep it spicy. Very nice fragrance. This is Mancera Instant Crush. So that has the vanilla and the rose in common. Oh, seems like I got through this little part fairly quick. So next, I have a fragrance by Mesa. I don't know if it's Mesa. It's M-M-A-S-I. And is Into Me for Her. So my hand's looking a little dry. So I have the trial fragrance for this. I did try to look it up to see how much the bottle is. This is a very nice vanilla, almond, rose type fragrance. Well, rose is not too prominent in here. To me, it's more about the vanilla and the tonka bean and all those creamy scents. And the chocolate. And coffee. Not getting it real good there. I wore this last week. And I'm like, oh my God, this is good. This is a good vanilla. It starts off a bit citrusy. You got those bright notes, and then it dries down to the almond and vanilla and the chocolate. You're getting all those mixed together, the creaminess. And it gets sweeter as it sits on your skin. Right now, you're getting a lot of the citrus, but when it's on your skin, you don't get a lot of citrus. Very nice. Oh, I didn't tell you some of the notes. So it starts off with almond. You got the bergamot. You got Jamaican coffee. So then you get into the creaminess because the only citrus note is bergamot. But you got almond, coffee, French vanilla, tuberose, jasmine, Indian rose. So there's your rose. You got the patchouli, cashmere, cocoa, tonka bean, sandalwood. You have all those creamy notes in the end. So you get the sweetness and the creaminess, and it's very pretty. And the almond seems to stay quite long through this video. The almond seems to stay quite long through this fragrance. Yes, the almond is in the video. Then I have Navatus Parfums, Venom of Love. It's the Extrait de Parfum. So this is a sweet fragrance. I actually had this on today. Spray a little. So this fragrance, you're getting a lot of the cherry, a lot of the chocolate. And you get some of the sweetness from the vanilla. And this one, the rose is playing more of a supporting role because it's all about the gourmand and the cherry. So the notes in this, and it does have almond. So you get the bitter almond, the cherry brandy, chocolate cherry. Then you get the Turkish rose absolute. And then you get jasmine, almond cream, vanilla, amberwood. So this is very cherry prominent. And like I said, the rose plays a supporting role, and the vanilla just helps to make it sweet. So that's Venom of Love by Navatus Parfums. I'm trying to be a little bit more organized today, y'all. Okay. So next, we're getting into some scents that's from the same house. So first, I have Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. If you have this or have been hearing about it lately, because this is the time of season for this one, for sure. People want to get into their gourmands. So this has that caramel note that people talk about. It has that sweetness. But at the top, you're getting the violet, orange, bergamot, and that's how it starts off. It starts off quite bright and sweet. And then as you wear it, you get a lot of the sweetness. Okay, so you're getting the coffee and the pear. You're getting some of that pear. It has iris in here, orange blossom. It has the rose. And you're getting the caramel and the vanilla and the patchouli. See, I really don't, I've never really got the coffee. I got the coffee that time. So maybe as it sits, some of the notes are starting to come out more to me, or as I smell it more, I'm getting more familiar with the fragrance. So this has that combination of the vanilla, the rose, and the patchouli. But this was really about vanilla and rose. And this is a sweet fragrance. Very nice. It's not so sweet where it's like food, because it does have those flower notes and the brightness of it, but it is very sweet and pretty and beautiful for this time of year. Now, this is one that I'm putting on my fragrance tray for this week. We'll see if I get to it, because I haven't put it to use yet, but it's so pretty to me. My room is going to be smelling so good. Now, this one starts off a bit bright. This has a more perfume type scent, but it's pretty to me. It has the plum and mandarin and pink pepper at the top. So it's a bit spicy. You're getting the rose, jasmine, lily of the valley, patchouli, vanilla, white musk. So this has that trifecta also. All three notes in there. It is a sweet fragrance. Yeah, I'm getting it. I was gonna say I can't smell it now, but I put it on my skin earlier. But I'm getting it. The rose does show through in this video. The rose does show through in this fragrance. What is me? What is it with me calling the fragrances videos? This is very pretty. It's a bit powdery too. Does it have that on there? It doesn't say that. But this is a patchouli heavy fragrance. So you gotta like patchouli to like the One Gold. So the main accords is patchouli, vanilla, woody, warm, spicy, sweet, earthy, rose. So you gotta like those heavier notes in the fragrance to like that one. But I like it because it has some of the sexy notes in there. It got that plum, the patchouli, the rose, the vanilla, pink pepper. All of that to me kind of makes fragrances sexy, and by it being a little bit heavier. So now we're getting into Kayali. I have a couple from Kayali that have the rose and patchouli. This one actually has rose, patchouli, and vanilla. This is Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. This is a heavier rose. You get the rose right at the beginning, but you get the sweetness. Then you get a little bit of spiciness because I think it has some, it has saffron. It has saffron in there. And the pink pepper is adding a bit of spiciness to it. Then you get two kinds of rose. You got Bulgarian rose and May rose. And then you get vanilla orchid. You also get patchouli. So this has the trifecta. This is a very pretty fragrance. I think it's sexy. I think it's a bit long lasting. You got that patchouli in there. That's helping it to last. And this is one of Kayali's intense fragrances. So this doesn't have the little thing on there, but I remember after I bought it, it was intense. Oh, when I wrote it down. Oh, I stopped telling you when the fragrances came out, but the Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper came out in 2021. I think I only missed the two. So the Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, came out in 2018. And then Dolce & Gabbana, the One Gold, came out in 2021. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this, but this is a nice fragrance, especially for this time of season. And I do think they have it in Sephora. If you're interested in that, go check it out. Give it a whiff. Get your nose on it. They probably got it in the main department stores also because it just came out in 2021. So, next, I have the new girl on the block. This is Kayali Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli 64 Intense. So, this came out in 2022. Brand new. So, this one is not what prompted this whole video. I was going to change it because of this one. Excuse me. Okay. Ooh, that went in my mouth and everything. Yuck. But this is a pretty fragrance. You get the vanilla, you get the rose to me. The rose comes right out. And if you're getting the patchouli is in the name. It's spicy. It's sweet. And is rose in here twice? No. Okay, so some of the notes in here, this is just pretty to me. You're getting the booziness, the creaminess, the vanilla, the rose. You know what it is? It's a more adult smelling fragrance, I think. And people are used to Kayali being more soft. But you see, it's in their metallic bottles, so that should let you know that it was going to be a bit more heavy and not so fruity, youthful, fun. It was more serious. But anyway, you get the rum, you get the vanilla orchid, you get, yes, vanilla is in here twice. You get jasmine, which makes it a bit sexy. Then you get vanilla again. You get the leather, spicy notes, creme brulee, tonka bean, rose, patchouli, brown sugar, agar wood, sugar, amber musk. When you hear fragrances that have patchouli, agar wood, those are heavy hitters. Leather, um, rum, amber. Well, a lot of people like amber, so amber can go either way, but you get spicy notes. That's letting you know that it's a heavier type fragrance. It's not just a plain vanilla. But I like it, and it's not all about this one. We're talking about this has vanilla and rose, and patchouli has the trifecta. So that's Kayali, vanilla, royale, sugar patchouli 64. Kayali named their fragrances like hair brands name their like their whatever hair, if it's like a hair gel. It might have 5 names and then it'll say gel. Or it'll say uh whatever conditioner. Leave-in conditioner. But it'll have 5 names before that. Kayali named their fragrances like hair companies name their products. Anyway, thought I'd just throw that in right quick. I've been watching hair videos today. Why? When I don't have any, but that's neither here or there. I was watching them anyway. So next, we're getting into the ones that have flankers. So right now, we're in the Dior Hypnotic Poison. This came out in 98. This is still a very relevant fragrance. People, I think it might be a little bit, people love it or hate it. Oh, because they talk about the Play-Doh. I'm glad I don't get that, or maybe I don't remember what Play-Doh smelled like, or maybe I liked it. I don't know. But I like this fragrance. It has at the beginning, it has well, for me, it just stays soft, but it has a soft sweetness about it. I thought it was going to be a little bit more heavy hitting with that plum, but it's not. And it has but it is a sexy note, a sexy fragrance. It has jasmine and tuberose and rose. And you're getting the lily of the valley. And you're getting the vanilla and the almond, which when it dies down, that's mostly what you get. You get a sweet vanilla and almond. I really like this. I just wish that it was a bit more, had more silage. But I really like this. This was supposed to be in my head, this was going to be my signature vanilla. Maybe I wanted it to be my signature vanilla because I used to love the original Poison back when I was a teenager and young 20. But this is Hypnotic Poison, and it has the rose and the vanilla. Let me spray it one more time. I don't remember if it dies down with the rose. I'm not getting the rose. I'm getting more of the vanilla and the almond and those type of scents. Next, which is the flanker for Hypnotic, I got Dior Poison Girl. EDP. This came out in 2016. Okay, so when you first spray this, you're getting those citrus notes at the top. And then you're starting to get those sweet notes. So this has bitter orange and lemon. It has the mass rose, grassy rose. So it has a couple of roses in here. And orange blossom. To me, the orange blossom really comes out in this fragrance because it smells like an orange vanilla type fragrance. But that's because you're getting the vanilla, almond, tonka bean, sandalwood, cashmerian, heliotrope. You're getting all of those sweet, creamy base notes that really helps this to be a pretty sweet fragrance. I'm telling y'all, my room gonna be smelling so good. It's gonna be smelling like a department store. Okay, so let's get to the so you can see the name. Girl, that's Poison Girl by Dior EDP. Next, I have a couple of more flankers. So now we have this seductive fragrance. It is Carolina Herrera, not very good girl, but good girl. So this, another pretty orange blossom fragrance with a little bit of almond and a whole lot of other things, and the rose and vanilla. So at the top, you're getting almond, coffee, bergamot, lemon. So it does come out bright. I really don't get the coffee in this. But in the dry down, I do get some of the almond. You got tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, which just shines in here to me. Orris, Bulgarian rose. Then you're getting the creamy notes at the bottom. So this has the trifecta. You're getting the tonka bean, the cacao, vanilla, praline, cinnamon. So it's a bit spicy, musky. Has cashmerian and patchouli and cedar. So this one came out in 2016. It's sweet and spicy and vanilla. I get a lot of the orange in this. You're getting the almond, a bit powdery. This is a beautiful, sexy type fragrance. If you're looking for something sexy, you might like her. So you can check her out at all the department stores. She's everywhere. Everywhere you want to buy a fragrance, Carolina Herrera is there. Then we have one of her more recent sisters, flankers, whatever, family members, the red bottle. This is Carolina Herrera, Very Good Girl. Now this one has a smaller note makeup. Okay, you're getting the rose right away. You're getting that sweet, tangy. This is the first time I'm really smelling the lychee in this. But you're getting that lychee. You're getting that sweetness at the top. So the notes in this is lychee, red currant, rose, vanilla, and vetiver. For me, the mixture of these notes, at the dry down, I smell vanilla and almond. There is no almond. The vetiver is just doing something to this. It's making it a bit more spicy, and it's sweet and fruity, and the rose is coming through in the vanilla. This is a beautiful scent. This is another one. This is probably year round, but it's sexy. You can wear it at this time of the year. You're gonna be making a statement. She's a bit more fruitier than the original Good Girl, but she's doing what she's supposed to do. She might be a little bit more flirtier because she's sweet at the beginning. The other one is more heavier and creamy with the rose and the orange blossom. Then, so now I'm getting into more of a family of fragrance. Okay, so I have 3 from Giorgio Armani, and they're all under the C line. So we have the original C, EDP, came out in 2013. Top Nose Cassius. You know, this is one of my intoxicating scents. It's the Cassius. It got the little bit of the wine thing going on. Then you have Melrose and Vanilla Patchouli. This has the trifecta. You have the ambroxan in there and the woody notes. So it's giving it a little bit of um, lasting power. It's a little bit aromatic, a little bit earthy, vanilla, spicy, beautiful fragrance, beautiful year round. Bring her out now before it gets too cold. I think when it gets too cold, you can wear her all year round though. But when it gets too cold, you want to bring out intense. But we're talking about C EDP right now because this has the trifecta. It has Melrose, patchouli, and vanilla. Okay. So this one is new to me, to my collection. Haven't worn her yet. So I know she's fruitier. I'm thinking you can get away with wearing this during the fall before it gets too cold. It's a little bit brighter, not as deep. At least right now, I'm not sure what the dry down would bring, but this has the bright notes at the beginning. So it has the pear and the black curry, but then we get a little bit of pink pepper, so it's a little bit spicy. And so then you're getting the rose and the jasmine, the heliotrope, and you have, this is another trifecta. This is the C Passion. Came out in 2017. You have the vanilla, cedar, amberwood, and patchouli. So we get the rose, the vanilla, and the patchouli in here. It's woody, it's sweet, it's rose, a bit citrus and spicy and fresh. So it has a combination, a little bit fresh, a little bit of spicy. This would probably be better suited for daytime activities this time of season because it's a bit bright to me. Now or next, I have, did I put this out of order? I don't know. I have no. So the C Passion came out in 2017. I have C Fiore, came out in 2019. This one is a bit creamy and sweet. You're getting the flowers and stuff, but I liken it to a strawberry cream. Strawberries and cream. You're getting the rose in here. So the notes are black currant, green mandarin. You get patchouli and rose, vanilla, musk. A little bit spicy. You get in musky and woody, vanilla and fruity. A little bit of citrus. You're getting all of that. She's giving you a lot. So that's C Fiore. I think she's a year-round fragrance also. Has a little bit of deepness in it. Not so boozy to me. Maybe in the dry down I would get it. But next we're getting into Lanwiet. The family of Lanwiet. They all have the vanilla and the rose. And some of them even have patchouli. So we're beginning with Lancôme La Vie Trésor 2015. This is the original. This one has lots of notes. But you're getting the pear, you're getting the bergamot, that strawberry, that passion fruit, the black rose. Very deep, pretty, sensual fragrance. And you're getting a lot of sweet also because you're getting that praline and caramel and vanilla, patchouli essence. So it has that deepness in there. Coffee, heavy hitter, great for this time of season. Sexy, very sexy to me. That is Lancome La Vie, the original EDP. Next, I have the La Vie Eau de Toilette. Came out in 2017. This one is a little bit of a lighter fragrance, but it's not a punk either. It's heavy. You probably could just get away with wearing this one more like all year round. But she didn't come to play either. She's a little bit fruitier. So you're getting those fruits at the top and not so much of the heavy notes. You're getting the raspberry, blackberry, lychee, blackcurrant, citrus, bergamot. Then you're getting the damask rose and the peony. You're getting Tahitian, vanilla, patchouli, trifecta. Very pretty, very deep, a little bit more fruity, but she's going to dry down and give you that vanilla and the rose and the patchouli with those pretty intoxicating fruit notes. Yes, that is the Eau de Toilette of La Vie Trésor. Next, I have Lancome La Vie Trésor Alifali 2018. This one is a bit more, people like this one more, I would say. At least on the internet. I wore this last week. And it smells good. It has that fruitiness in there. It has that pink pepper and the red currant. So it's giving me that little bit of intoxication. Damask rose, peony, bourbon vanilla. You got the sweet trifectas at the end. Bourbon vanilla, tonka bean benzoin, bit of spiciness and airiness. The nutmeg and ambroxan, patchouli, woody notes. So it has a bit of spiciness, it has the sweetness, it has the deepness, and the vanilla, the woody notes with the patchouli. Very nice fragrance. This is La Vie Trésor Alifali. Another heavy hitter. Now is the time for all these beautiful fragrances. Now this one, I think it's a year-round fragrance, but you probably would like it better in the summer months, but it can be worn right now because it still has that Trésor or La Vie DNA. This is not your beach coconut. This is your coconut to be worn pretty much all year round because it's a heavy hitter. Still, it has bergamot, it has the rose, the vanilla, and coconut. What's making it heavy? I don't know. I can't tell you, but it came to play no games. It has that rose and it has the vanilla. Very nice fragrance. Last but not least, we have La Vie Trésor Intense. Came out in 2022. This one gets a little bit of play on YouTube, but it's not out there. I think it's a fragrance that deserves to be out there. It's a very pretty fragrance. It's not more intense than the original. The original is the more intense one. It's my favorite. This one has the popular note of cherry. It has a damask rose, cherry in the middle. It has almond, milk, Madagascar vanilla, and woody notes. It's a very pretty fragrance. It's fruity, vanilla, nutty, almond. So you like the almond and vanilla mix with a little bit of cherry and rose. Here you go. That is La Oui Treasure Intense. Now, this video was quite long. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stayed to the end. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.